In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a surrealist image, also known as a double exposure image, where you have two pictures layered on top of one another. So I'm going to bring my images into Photoshop. I'm going to drag them into the PS icon. And there are really many different interpretations of surrealist images, but most of them that involve Photoshop involve layering images together. So what I would like to do is to layer this cityscape scene on top of my portrait image. So what I'm going to do is have my cityscape open. I'm going to press Command A on my keyboard to select all, Command C to copy, and then I'm going to click on the tab that I would like to bring this into and press Command V to paste it. You might have a situation where an image is far too large for your other picture. If you want to resize this for any reason, what you would do is go to Edit and click on Free Transform, or you can go to Transform Scale. There are many other options in Edit Transform to change your image that you've just brought in. So if you wanted to flip it, for example, you can do that. I'm going to step backward because I don't actually like that, but lots of different transformations or changes can be made here in the Edit Transform menu. I'm just going to transform scale and make this a little bit smaller. If you want to keep the proportions of your image and make sure that it doesn't get squished, what you can do is hold down Shift and then resize, and it will keep its proportions. So I'm just going to bring this over his eye area, and I'll hit Enter. So you can see that I have my background layer, which is the portrait, and I also have my layer 1, which is the city. There is a way to make a layer transparent so that you can see through it, and that is opacity over here in your layers menu. So I can change my opacity. I just drag this slider bar down, and I can now see the portrait underneath my cityscape image. That looks kind of cool. Some people, when they're combining images, if you have images that are in color, or if you have one image that's black and white and one in color, you may choose to make them all in black and white. So if I select that layer 1 again, I can go to Image Adjustments, Black and White, and make that black and white just so that it looks like it blends in a little bit better. That's definitely a personal preference and not necessary, but I'll hit OK. So I think it looks a little bit odd with this hard edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my eraser tool to erase part of this image that's overlaying the cityscape picture. So I'm going to grab my eraser tool on the toolbar, make it a little bit bigger. And generally you want your hardness down for this because you want it to look like it's blending in, so you want a nice soft edge. That looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to erase part of this layer, so I make sure that I'm on my layer 1. You don't want to erase your background layer. And because I'm using this nice big eraser with a soft edge or a low hardness, it looks really blended in and looks pretty, pretty nice and natural. Okay, so that's how you would combine images together to create a double exposure in Photoshop. and this is useful for our surrealism project.